Today we're diving into the digital world, a place filled with invisible locks and keys. It's a world where your most valuable possessions aren't in a safe or a vault, but scattered across the internet, protected only by the passwords you choose. We're talking about credential stuffing, a sneaky, surprisingly simple cyber attack that can wreak havoc on your online life. It's a tactic that's become more common than you might think, and it's catching millions off guard every year. Think about all your online accounts: email, shopping, streaming, banking, social media. Each one is a gateway to a different part of your life, and each one holds information you probably want to keep private. Each is a locked box, and your password is the key. But here's the catch: if you use the same key for every box, you're making things dangerously easy for anyone who wants to break in. Now imagine a burglar gets a copy of one of your keys. Suddenly, every door in your digital house is wide open to them. If you've used that same key everywhere, suddenly, they have a skeleton key to your entire life. It's like giving a stranger the master key to your home, your car, and your office all at once. That's the danger we're exploring today. It's not just about losing access to one account, it's about the domino effect that can follow. Credential stuffing is the digital version of that skeleton key scenario. Hackers use stolen usernames and passwords from one breach and try them on dozens, even hundreds of other sites. It relies on our habit of reusing passwords for convenience, which creates a massive vulnerability. Most people don't realize just how risky this shortcut can be until it's too late. Hackers know this and have built automated systems to exploit it, turning our shortcuts into their golden opportunity. These programs can test thousands of stolen credentials in minutes, looking for that one match that opens the door. So stick with me as we peer into the mechanics of this digital threat. We'll see how these attacks are launched, and why they're so hard to stop once they begin. We'll break down how it works, why it's so effective, and look at some big names that have been hit. Even the world's largest companies aren't immune, and the consequences can be massive. Most importantly, I'll give you practical steps to build your own digital defenses. From creating strong, unique passwords to using two-factor authentication, you'll learn how to lock down your accounts like a pro. We're not just understanding the problem, we're building the solution. Together, we'll turn you from a potential victim into a digital security champion. By the end, you'll know how to spot weaknesses and forge a stronger, more secure online presence. So, grab your digital toolkit and let's get started on this journey to a safer, smarter online life. Let's break down what credential stuffing really means and why it's become such a big deal in the world of cybersecurity. Credentials are your username and password, the proof of your online identity. Every time you log into a website, you're using these credentials to prove you are who you say you are. Stuffing, in this context, is when hackers take massive lists of stolen usernames and passwords, often gathered from previous data breaches, and try them on countless other websites hoping for a match. They're not guessing or using brute force, they're using real, previously compromised passwords that have already been leaked somewhere else. Imagine a machine feeding in a million email password combos from a breach at website A, and testing them on website B, C, and D, all in a matter of minutes. Because so many people reuse passwords across different sites, attackers often find that the same credentials work elsewhere, giving them instant access to new accounts. All hackers need is a big list of stolen credentials and a bot to automate the login attempts, making the process fast and efficient. These lists are shockingly easy to buy on the dark web, harvested from endless data breaches that happen every year, affecting millions of people. Credential stuffing isn't about cracking your password with clever tricks. It's about betting you've reused it somewhere else, and taking advantage of that habit. Hackers aren't breaking the lock, they're just using a key they found lying around, hoping it fits in more than one door. It's a low-effort, high-reward attack that works far too often, leading to account takeovers, identity theft, and even financial loss. And as we'll see, credential stuffing is a real threat for everyone, no matter how tech-savvy you are or what kind of accounts you use. So, how does credential stuffing actually work? First, attackers acquire stolen credentials from data breaches, usernames, emails, and passwords. They clean up these lists, removing duplicates and junk to get a potent set of combos. Next, they target high-value sites, banks, retail, email, where a successful login means real gain. Attackers use botnets, networks of infected computers, to automate millions of login attempts, making it hard for security systems to detect them. The attack appears to come from thousands of different users, making it stealthy and relentless. It's a distributed, industrial-scale process. All it takes is one reused password for the attacker to break in. That's how quickly your digital life can be compromised. Let's walk through a real-world example to see how credential stuffing unfolds in everyday life. Meet Jane, an ordinary internet user who enjoys gardening and staying connected online. Several years ago, Jane signed up for a gardening forum. She used her main email address and, like many people, picked a password that was easy to remember. Her favorite, FluffyCat123. Over time, Jane reused that same password for dozens of other sites, shopping, social media, even her email. It felt convenient, and she never thought twice about it. But in 2022, the gardening forum suffers a major data breach. Hackers steal usernames and passwords from thousands of accounts, including Jane's. Jane's login details are quietly bundled into a massive file and put up for sale on the dark web. She has no idea her information is now circulating among cybercriminals. Fast forward to 2025. A cybercriminal purchases this stolen data, looking for easy targets. They set their sights on a major retail website, hoping to strike gold. Using automated software called a botnet, the attacker tries Jane's old credentials on the retail site. Because Jane reused her password, the login works instantly. Suddenly the attacker has full access to Jane's account. Her order history, saved addresses, and even her stored payment information are all exposed. The criminal quickly places an order for an expensive item, shipping it to a fake address they control. Jane's money is gone before she even knows what happened. Jane only discovers the problem when she receives a strange order confirmation email or notices an unfamiliar charge on her bank statement. By then, the damage is done. All it took was one reused password to unlock Jane's entire digital treasure chest, her personal information, finances, and privacy, all at risk. This is the real and immediate risk of credential stuffing. It's not just a technical problem, it's a personal one that can affect anyone. Credential stuffing attacks aren't just theory. They happen every single day, impacting real people like Jane all around the world. Credential stuffing isn't just a theory. It's hit some of the world's biggest companies, Nintendo. In 2020, around 300,000 user accounts were compromised, not by hacking Nintendo, but by credential stuffing with passwords stolen elsewhere. Attackers accessed personal info and made purchases using saved payment methods. Over 500,000 account credentials were found for sale on the dark web, thanks to users reusing passwords from other breaches. Duncan. In 2019, attackers targeted the DD Perks rewards program, trying to access accounts with stored balances or linked credit cards. These weren't sophisticated hacks. They were simple, automated attacks exploiting password reuse. Any service with a login page can be a target if the accounts have value. The common thread, password reuse. Even giants can fall to this simple mistake. Don't let it happen to you. Now let's build your defense. The foundation of online security is password uniqueness. Never reuse passwords across different sites, ever. If a hacker gets a unique password from one site, it's useless elsewhere. Unique passwords break the skeleton key and stop attacks cold. But how do you remember dozens of complex passwords? Don't try, use a system. Passphrases are better than passwords. A memorable sentence like 4, correct, horse, battery, staple is strong and easy to recall. Create unique passphrases for your most important accounts. For everything else, you need a digital toolbox. That's where password managers come in. They help you generate and store unique passwords for every account. Let's see how they work. Every lock needs a different key, but remembering them all is impossible. Enter the password manager, your encrypted digital vault. You remember one strong master password, the manager handles the rest. It generates long, random passwords for each site and stores them securely. Next time you log in, it fills in your credentials automatically. It's easier and safer than reusing passwords. Top options like Bitwarden, 1Password, and Dashlane sync across all your devices. Many offer free versions that work for most people. Using a password manager is the biggest leap you can make for your online security. It automates good habits and keeps your digital life safe. Treat your master password like the key to your kingdom. Unique passwords and a password manager are great, but let's add a deadbolt two-factor authentication, or 2FA. 2FA means you need two things to log in, usually your password and a code from your phone. Even if a hacker has your password, they can't get in without your second factor. It's a powerful shield against credential stuffing. Setting up 2FA is easy. Find it in your account's security settings. Use an authenticator app like Google Authenticator or Authy for extra security. SMS codes are better than nothing, but apps are safer. Take 10 minutes today to enable 2FA on your most important accounts. It's one of the most effective defenses you can deploy. Don't wait until after a breach. Lock your accounts now. With 2FA, even a stolen password isn't enough. Make it your new default. Credential stuffing isn't dark magic. It's a simple industrial-scale attack exploiting password reuse. The myth that it won't happen to me is dangerous. If you reuse passwords, it's not if you'll be compromised, but when. One breach can trigger a domino effect across your digital life. The good news? Protecting yourself is simple. Use unique, strong passwords for every account. Let a password manager do the heavy lifting. Enable two-factor authentication everywhere you can. These 3 steps turn you from an easy target into a digital fortress. You're the architect of your own security. Don't leave your digital front door unlocked. Build good habits, stay vigilant, and stay safe. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a rocket-propelled, password-protected filing cabinet to build.